It's here. It's finally here. The brand spanking new DaveMossTuning.com. All of Dave's videos and articles in one convenient location. Click the link below and enjoy.
Next on the list, it's not an XT500. It's new. It's the SCR950. Instant flashback seeing that tank, so cool. To such great times as a kid on that bike. So let's see how this fits. Okay. Kickstand away. Seat's a bit on the firm side. Cylinder head's close to my left leg. Standing like this, I could put this foot flat, but my left leg I can't because it's too close to the cylinder head. Okay, so I gotta move them wider so I'm on the balls of my feet. Yeah, that's comfortable. I feel good there. All right, bars. A little too wide for me. I want here. Just a little too wide, maybe a couple inches. Because I can feel my shoulders pulling back out here. So the width of this handlebar is too much. If I can move the controls in, that'd be really nice. Because I'm gonna be riding like this to force my hands inwards. Brake lever reach, perfect. Clutch lever reach, not quite perfect. How much free play is in the lever? Push it all the way out. It could work if I kept the free play optimal at all times. So that's good. Feet. Okay, rear, oi, that's way too high. I want that down here somewhere. So rear brake has to get lowered if possible. In terms of where it is from the peg, it's right on the ball of my foot, so that's nice. That fits really good. Shifter, too high. Way too high, actually. Because I gotta take my foot off the peg to get to it. That's an easy fix. Overall, not bad, pretty comfortable. Just that I need my hands in here. All right, let's pick the back of the bike up. Oi. Do we have any static sag? Push it down. Yes, awesome, plenty. Let's put that down. Now, we looked it up online. Travel was, let's see, 4.7 inches. That relates to 4.7, right around 120 millimeters of actual travel. Now, they come with the rubber protectors over the chrome tube. So what we've got to do now, fully extend it. It's extended. We're going to measure from the bottom of the triple clamp to the top of the rubber seat here, which sits right on top of the fork. That is 210 millimeters versus 120. So 80 millimeters down, right about there is your bottom out. Now, if you've got these on, you're never going to know if you're remotely near it. And it's too much of a pain to remove the forks and remove the covering. So what you would do is go ahead and loosen the screw here, pull it all the way down, put a zip tie on, and then when you want to see where you're at, just unscrew this, push it down to expose the cable tie. Then you'll be able, with your 80 millimeter mark down below, be able to see if you're close to bottom out or not. Tedious, but definitely doable and easy once you loosen the screw and pull the gaiter down. What do we have for adjustability? Well, our fork height is right at the joint of the cap and tube. We have a blank cap, so we have no external adjustments on the front forks whatsoever. Then if we move to the rear shock, we have a piggyback, which is great. That's awesome. And we have simply preload adjustment here on these collars. And depending which way you go, the step that's hidden under this cover will add or remove preload. All right, so we'll put Dave on the bike. Like we talked about earlier, we'll measure it. So go ahead, Dave, grab the brakes. Okay, so that's moving fine. So our total measurement is 180, and the bike under its own weight was right at, fully extended was 210. So Total sag on the front, surprising, it's only 30 millimeters from the bike extended to the Dave's weight on it, so that's pretty stout. On the back, let's go to the fender. 405. Okay, Dave, dismount. Stand her up. So 405. Ooh, that's a bit stiff. 15 millimeters total. So a 420. All right, back on the kickstand, and we'll extend it. 420. 10 mil static. So 25 in the rear and 30 in the front. That's reasonably balanced. Not bad at all, actually. All right, so now, how does this feel, irrespective of the sag numbers? Well, the front end's rocking. So either the spring and spacer length combined are too long, or the oil's too thin. Now it's pushing back at me. I can feel it come back. So I want to investigate what is correct there. The other part that's worth looking at is if that's the bike under its own weight, it barely extends. So I think it's definitive that the spring spacer length needs to be shortened because we have so little static in the front, excuse me. The back, oi! Well, that reflects the sag number. So very robust in the back, but the damping in the shock for rebound is perfect. Just comes up. Now, it does top out, so at 180 for Dave, I'd actually soften the preload in the front. Because these forks are so stiff, and if we didn't have the time to evaluate what's in there immediately, I'd probably actually go ahead and lower the front end 10 millimeters to start. So whatever this gap is here on the fork cap, increase it by 10 and put the front end down a little bit because it is so stiff. The other thing though that is the limiting factor is what is our clearance here between the fork cap and the handlebar, because that's going to be a maximum. So at 180, the math is stiff, so you'd be okay if you're looking at the 220 plus crowd. The bike can fit you better in terms of weight and springs. For the 120, 150, no. The whole bike needs to be gone through front to back, springs changed. Probably get away with fork oil because you're going to go to a lot softer spring. But given your weight at 120 to 150, this wouldn't be an ideal bike for you in terms of the way it's set up with springs.
To schedule a remote tuning appointment for you and your bike with Dave via text, email, Facebook, etc., contact Dave on Facebook or by email, dave@davemosstuning.com.